What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the best one, Donnie, here with my 2024 WWE Bash in Berlin predictions. But before we get into that, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you're listening to this, give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download this predictions. But if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already over on the YouTube channel, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers, we recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO, and of course you already know, the grind is real. And before we do get into these predictions, I do want to let you know that this Saturday for WWE Bash in Berlin, We Are Wrestling will be doing a live watch along. And unfortunately, I won't be there because I kind of double booked myself. But my co-host on the We Are Wrestling podcast, Rage Circus, Ben, will be a part of the live watch along this Saturday. So if you're looking for somebody to watch this premier live event with, Ben will be live here on the We Are Wrestling channel. So today I'm going to give you guys my full predictions for WWE Bash in Berlin, which this premier live event will be held in Germany, which I believe this will be the first time they're doing this in the WWE. So I know there's a lot of people overseas that are looking forward to this, and not going to lie, the card is looking really good. I would have added a couple more matches in there, but I think that the matches do look really good. I think they've done a great job with the build-up, and that's how we like to do it here with our We Are Wrestling predictions. We love to talk about the build-up. We like to talk about the match, and of course, we have to give you guys the full prediction on what we think is going to happen. So, starting things off, we have a mixed tag match, Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan versus Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. And I gotta say, out of all the matches that are on this card, I'm looking forward to the mixed tag match the most. This Judgment Day storyline I've been super invested in, and I think that this is a brilliant way so that we can wait for Damian versus Finn, and we can also wait for Liv versus Rhea since they just wrestled each other at SummerSlam. I think that this is a brilliant idea because we finally get to see Damian and Rhea team up, which they've always had great chemistry together, like even in the early days of Judgment Day. I've always loved the two as a pairing. And with Dom and Liv now being the power couple that is the most hated right now by the WWE Universe, I think that that's also great as well because, of course, Rhea not only wants to get her revenge on Liv, she also wants to get her revenge on Dirty Dom for what he did at SummerSlam. So I think it does make the most sense having this as a mixed tag match. And also Damian Priest wants to get revenge not only on Finn Balor, but he also wants to get revenge on the rest of the Judgment Day. And Dirty Dom and him were very close, so I think that this is just, it makes perfect sense. And I love that we're getting this. And if I had to pick a winner for this match, I really want Dirty Dom and Liv to win, but I'm going to have to go with my gut here, and I do think that Damian and Rhea are going to win. One thing I really do hope does happen here is the Judgment Day eventually they get a monster. They need a big man that's the size of Damian Priest, because if I really want to take this new Judgment Day serious, there has to be a bigger guy in the group. Because Finn Balor, JD, Carlito, Dirty Dom, they're small. That's the reason why the Judgment Day were so dominant, because they had Damian Priest. And I feel like the Judgment Day, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. So if I was booking the Judgment Day, I would try to bring in somebody like Braun Strowman or even Omos, who I really don't like at all. But they just need that monster to be in the group. I think Karrion would be perfect if he didn't have the Final Testament. But yeah, I think that Damian and Rhea, they're going to win. And then going into Bad Blood, we're probably going to get Rhea and Liv inside Hell in the Cell. And then we're going to get Damian versus Finn for the first time. Unless they're going to try to find a way to let it go until Survivor Series, which I don't see happening. Moving on now to our next match here on the card. we have a women's tag team title match. We have the Holy Union, Aba and Izza versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. We already know where this is going to go. We're definitely getting new women tag team champions, Jade and Bianca. They're going to hold the titles again. I did like the fact that they did let Aba and Izza hold the titles for a little while, but we already know what the long-term booking is here. Jade and Bianca, they're still a tag team, and they still have quite some time until we do get to WrestleMania 41, because I feel like during Royal Rumble season, that's where we're going to start to see the cracks between Jade and Bianca, and I feel like we're going to get that match at WrestleMania 41. I really do want the Unholy Union to win. I want them to retain the titles because I do think that they've been solid tag team champions, but I do feel like Bianca and Jade, they're going to get the titles because there is still more time to build this chemistry that they've built this past year. And I feel like towards Rumble season, that's when they're going to lose the titles, and we're going to see the breakup between Cargill and Bianca. But I do hope I hope I'm wrong with this prediction because I really do like Izza and Aba, but yeah, I think it's going to be Jade and Bianca, unfortunately. Moving on now to our next match here on the card. It is for the WWE Championship. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. And a lot of people are shitting on this match because Cody doesn't have a rivalry. And a lot of people aren't a fan of Cody Rhodes' title run so far. And that's where I beg to differ. I think Cody Rhodes has been an incredible WWE champion, putting on great matches. I personally enjoyed the storyline with him and Solo Sikoa because of the history between Cody Rhodes and the Bloodline. It made sense. Also, the series of matches that Cody had with AJ Styles was great. And I feel like for a Premier Live event, especially overseas like Bash at Berlin, just 3 weeks after SummerSlam, I think it's okay to have a fun match here with Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, because for the longest time, Kevin Owens has been feuding with the Bloodline. And in my opinion, I feel like Kevin Owens definitely deserves this opportunity. And it's just another great match to add to Cody Rhodes' resume as the WWE champion. I think you don't always have to have a heated feud. Now, when it comes to Bad Blood, I want to see rivals going against each other. When it comes to a Survivor Series or a Royal Rumble or especially a WrestleMania, we can't be having friend versus friend. So in my opinion, I think that this is a great idea because if Cody does beat Kevin, then eventually we could finally get that heel Kevin Owens turn. Because right now, let's be real, the SmackDown brand, they are lacking heels. And I think Kevin Owens definitely, after losing this, we could possibly be seeing a heel turn. And we've been seeing the little teases the last couple of weeks. But we are going to have to wait and see what happens there. Because I do think when Randy does come back to the SmackDown brand, him and Kevin Owens will feud. And I do feel like Kevin Owens will probably be the heel in that rivalry. But obviously, I do have the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes winning this match. I don't think his title run it's far from over. But I do think that this will be a really good match, and honestly, I'm not mad at it. But after this, we need to set a rivalry up with Cody Rhodes. Even if they have Kevin turn on Cody SmackDown after Bash in Berlin, or at the end of the match when Cody tries to give respect to Kevin Owens, he walks out. That can lead to a match for Bad Blood. But as of right now, I think that it's okay to have a fun match. But for Bad Blood, we do need to get a rivalry for Cody Rhodes. But I do have American Nightmare retaining his championship. Moving on now to our fourth match here on the card. We have a strap match. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. And let me just say, this feud has been incredible from the very start, and I really do have to give my flowers to CM Punk and McIntyre because it's definitely extremely difficult to build a storyline being injured. And they did a great job the last friggin' 9 months building this feud. And I really did like the ending for SummerSlam, having Drew McIntyre beat Punk. And I think that this time around, CM Punk is going to beat McIntyre. CM Punk's going into this as the underdog, and I think that CM Punk is just he's going to refuse to lose to McIntyre. I think that this is going to be a heavy-hitting match. I think CM Punk is going to draw color. That is a bold prediction I do have. But I think CM Punk will win the second match. And then I feel like at Bad Blood, we are going to get CM Punk and Drew McIntyre inside Hell in the Cell for the final match. It's going to be 1-1. And we're going to have to wait and see what happens inside that Hell in the Cell. But I have CM Punk beating Drew McIntyre here. And they've done a great job with this rivalry. But now let's get into the main event match that I think is going to be the main event for Bash at Berlin. It is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The ring general Gunther in his home country defending the championship against the legend killer Randy Orton. And I think that they have done a great job here. And I think Randy Orton, like if you watch both Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, you can definitely tell the difference between Raw and SmackDown just by Randy Orton's promo work, I feel like. Because on SmackDown, it just feels like Randy's being held back for some reason. But on Raw, Randy Orton is delivering these promos, these passionate promos. And that's the Randy Orton I want to see go back to SmackDown after Bash at Berlin. I think that Randy Orton, if you just let him cook and let him do his thing, he's going to deliver. And I feel like he's just like AJ Styles. Like Randy Orton only delivers when he's in the main event picture. Yes, it's fun that he gets to be in like little tag teams with like Matt Riddle and Kevin Owens. It's fun. But the best version of the Apex Predator, the Viper, the legend killer Randy Orton, is when he is chasing a world championship. And the last 3 weeks on Monday Night Raw, Randy Orton has felt bigger than he has in the last couple of years. So I hope after this, when Randy goes to SmackDown, he brings this confidence with him, because this is the Randy Orton I want to see on the microphone, because I know Randy is one of the best storytellers in all of professional wrestling. But I think this feud with Gunther has definitely brought an old side of Randy Orton out that we haven't seen in a while. And honestly, it makes me generally excited for this match. And I think Gunther and Randy, they're going to absolutely tear the house down. They killed it during King and Queen of the Ring. And I believe in our predictions, Ben and I both even said that had the potential of being a match of the night. And I think that this here is going to steal the show. It's going to be a heavy-hitting match. Randy Orton's going to look great. Gunther's going to look great. But I do see Gunther retaining the WWE World Heavyweight Championship here. It's going to be a competitive match, but I don't think Gunther will beat Randy clean. And I think that having Randy Orton like on Gunther's resume is a great first title defense. And I think that it's definitely going to pretty much just add to Gunther's resume. But overall, man, I am looking forward to all of these matches on the card. I kind of wish like we did get a couple more matches. I do like a 7-match card when it comes to my Premier Live events and pay-per-views. I know Triple H doesn't like it. Some of my cons going into this is, why is there no United States Championship title match on the card? Why is there no Intercontinental Championship on the card? You see, I can kind of be okay with the Intercontinental title not being defended, but the United States Championship was defended at SummerSlam and then WrestleMania. Like, we need to really find a balance here with the tag team champions and the mid-card titles for these PLEs. Like, I don't like the fact that we have not gotten a men's tag team championship title match on a Premier Live event since WrestleMania. That needs to change as soon as possible. And, like, there's a lot of big stars right now in the WWE, like Solo Sikoa and the New Bloodline. They should be on this card. The Wyatt Six, they should be on this card. There's a lot of talent right now in both the Raw and SmackDown brand, especially on Raw. Bronson Reed should be on this card. Ilya Dragunov should be on this card. Main Event Jey Uso should be on this card. Like, when's the last time he's wrestled at a Premier Live event? This is the problem with WWE doing the 5-match PLE cards, is that there's so much talented people that should be on these cards. We're not back in 2019 where, friggin', there's not that many stars anymore. Triple H has done a great job at building new stars. Man, like even Nia Jax, she's not even on this card. Like that's my con. That's like the only con I can come up with. I know everybody has their opinion. Some like the longer PLEs, while others do like the short matches. They do like the short cards because you get longer matches. There's pros and cons to both of them. But overall, I do think that this show is going to be fantastic. But let me know in the comment section below your predictions for WWE Bash in Berlin. We Are Wrestling will be live this Saturday doing a live watch along for the premiere live event in the afternoon. So if you're looking for somebody to watch this show with, we'll be live here on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. But if you guys enjoy this, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already and you're listening to this, give us a 5-star review. Not just any review, a best one review, and download the episode. And if you're not a Maniac yet already over on the YouTube page, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. We give you all the best pro wrestling content over there. We do watch-alongs, we do predictions, we do podcasts, we do reactions, we do vlogs. The link's down in the description below. You can go follow me over on my social medias and other YouTube pages, all that down below. And of course, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.